Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rialdo, your realtor in Panama. Today I'm going to break down a topic that foreign investors usually ask me. How does short-term rental works in Panama? And what does the return on investments looks like over here? If you're thinking about investing in Panama, especially for Airbnb style rentals, then this video can give you a very clear picture. So let's start with the basic. Why the short-term rentals are growing in Panama? Panama has one of the strongest short-term rental markets in Latin America. Why? Well, because of the constant flow of tourism, like business, medical, and vacation tourism. We also have a large number of US and Canadian travelers. And we also have a growing number of digital nomads and expats. And of course, Panama positioned as a global logistics hub. This combination keeps occupancy levels consistently strong in the most popular areas. Number 2, where short-term rental perform best? Well, short-term rentals are not strong everywhere, only in very specific zones. So some of the top performing areas are like Costa del Este, which is very popular for corporate travelers. At Costa del Este, we also have a lot of multinational companies. Another area is Casco Antiguo, with very high demand and is a boutique tourism. Another place is Balboa Avenue, with ocean views, and there's a strong Airbnb performance. San Francisco, with tourism plus business and also medical travel, and Punta Pacifica, which is close to hospitals and luxury business travel. These are the neighborhoods where investors consistently see the best occupancy rates and highest nightly prices. Now, number 3 is rental laws you should know, and this is very important. Panama has regulations that allow short-term rentals only in certain buildings, typically those that are tourism approved or hotel licensed. That's why buying in the right development is key. Projects from Empresas Bern, for example, are fully compliant and are managed by recognized property management companies. Investors don't have to deal with the legal headaches. Everything is already structured for short-term renting. Let's talk about the part everyone wants to know, right? Return on investments, or ROI. On average, short-term rentals properties in Panama generate from 6% to 9% net annual ROI in tourism-friendly buildings. In special cases, high occupancy plus premium views, then the ROI can go slightly higher. Again, this is net after management fees, utilities, and operational expenses. In order to calculate a return on investment for short-term rentals, we need to have an estimate of, for example, an average daily rate. And that can go around $120 all the way to $250, $275, and that would really depend on the season. You also want to be very conservative when calculating return on investments for occupancy, such as usually I go around 70 to 75% with my clients. You also want to take into consideration the administrative fee or the management fee, which usually go around 10% all the way to 25% depending on which type of management company you're using. And also the condo maintenance fees that can go from $21 to $37 per square feet. That will depend on the project. Also electricity, internet, and taking into consideration repairs and maintenance. These are the type of numbers that you need to have into consideration to calculate the ROI for specific projects. What other things could affect your ROI will definitely be location, also size of the unit, occupancy rates, like we specified before, try to be conservative with 70 to 75, the quality of management, and last but not least, seasonality. And before you ask, yes, foreign investors can legally buy property in Panama and receive rental income without being physically in the country. Now, another point is how property management works in Panama. A big advantage in Panama is that high-quality management is easily available. The management company typically handles listing your unit on platforms, check-ins and check-outs, cleaning, maintenance, guest communication, monthly financial reporting, and the fees usually range from 10% all the way to 25%, depending on the level of service and building requirements. And this makes Panama perfect for hands-off international investors. With Empresas Bern, you don't have to worry about this. Like I said, B by Bern is the enterprise that we use, which is owned by Bern and we only charge 12%. If you're planning to own a property with seaside house, then the management fee will be 15%. And again, it's a worry-free management. Now, is short-term rental right for you? Well, if you visit Panama regularly, or you want to buy a property that pays for itself while you're away, then investing in a property as short-term rental is a very good strategy. Buildings like Seaside House and other Empresas Burn projects are specifically designed for short-term rentals, which makes your investment smoother and more predictable. So I gave you a breakdown of a general ROI in Panama for short-term rentals. But if you want a more specific ROI for one of the projects that the Empresas Burn, then feel free to reach me out. And of course, if you like this video, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and drop a comment if you wish. I will be more than glad to answer any type of questions. Thanks for watching.